Mark started his career at PW. He likes to remind us that that was before the C. He had spent about 12 years with that practice and was looking for a different opportunity and came to GBQ to help build a bigger, more sophisticated tax practice.
Mark really is the architect of the modern tax department that we have today.
I remember when we interviewed you and we talked about the formation of a tax department at that time versus all of us auditors doing tax returns, which was sort of scary and probably has continued to give you your gray hair.
So I've worked for Mark all 16 years of my career here at GBQ, so I have an interesting perspective where I've got to see with him, all the way from my levels as a staff, all the way through partner. And I got to tell you really don't make it in this business, and certainly here at GBQ, without a champion at the senior levels, and that's what Mark has always been for me, and I'm eternally grateful for that.
Mark decided to build a practice that looked like the only thing that he knew, which was how PW's practice worked, and so he started to hire people and to build dedicated expertise in the tax practice. That was the beginning of what today is almost 60 people focused in the tax area and a highly profitable part of the organization that is GBQ.
He's my boss. Obviously, I report to Mark, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like that sort of relationship. It feels like if you do, the right things, you do what you're supposed to do, you have a great opportunity to work autonomously, without any interference or without any, he lets you do what you do best.
Mark is the guy that we all know we go to when we have a problem. You don't go to Mark when you have a day-to-day, basic little petty problem. You go to Mark when you have a really big, hairy, awful problem, and you're worried about what you're going to say to the client, or you're worried about it's going to cost the firm some money, or you're worried about what's going to happen with an employee. And the first thing Mark always says is, the good thing about our business is nobody dies. And we're not an emergency room. So, really good perspective over a lot of years on a lot of situations where Mark was able to kind of talk me off the ledge. And I know he's done that for lots of other people here, and be very practical about what the right thing to do is for the client, what's the right thing to do for the firm, what's the right thing to do for our associates, and how do we quickly, cut through the crap and get to an answer that's going to solve everything.
He always said we're not going to let you drown, but we're going to expect you to stand on your own, and I think that's the tone that we all have in the firm, and especially in the tax department. I think that's a big credit to Mark.
I remember my first partner meeting, and I think we had 25, maybe 35 people at the time. He and Wade were, basically saying we want to double the size of the firm within 5 years. And I had some colorful language as usual, and said, how are we going to do that? With a couple of words in between there. But we ended up doubling within like 2 or 3 years. I was astounded. I think it was last busy season. He sent an email to all tax, and he looked at all the recipients, and at that point, we had, I think it was 74 tax people. So, from 5 or 6 to 74 in 25 years is a pretty astounding achievement. And so I just want to say congratulations, Mark. Happy 25th anniversary at GBQ. We're glad to have you.
So congratulations, great run. Look forward to your continual role.
Mark, congratulations on 25 years. It's been an absolute thrill, and couldn't think of a better person to give this acknowledgement to. Thanks.
Congrats, Mark, on your 25 years at GBQ. You've made a huge difference in our firm.